But
I change it to
don't press go live yet. Don't press go live yet.
no.
Just see whether it lights up or not.
It's streaming right now. It says. Yeah, it's streaming, I think.
Does it say go live, the button?
Yeah, it's like stream ending. You can click on that button, but not to go.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the British Grand Prix. I am your host, Siskonic. I am here with co-commentator Black Panther, who's in the booth with me yet again. It's been a couple of weeks, but we're back, boys.
Yes, indeed. A little sorry for the delay on the stream. We had a little bit of an issue in the background, but we're back. Of course, at the magical circuit of Silverstone. So, who do you think who is gonna get pole today, Cisco?
I'm not gonna lie, because of all the delays and confusion, I don't even know who's driving today. Just give me a second.
We can just go through the list.
I'm gonna go through the list right now. Okay, so last time was France, I believe, was it not?
Yep.
Right.
Top Tom was on pole, I think. Oh no, wait, it was Lucho.
I believe Get Owned won that race. Was it not? Or
It was
top
no,
two.
it was Top Tom. Top Tom was.
Yeah. It was a last-minute attempt from Top Tom to win an emphatic French Grand Prix. Yes, I remember it well. It was pretty boring in the first few laps, but then it started heating up with penalties all over the place, and Get Owned was leading for the majority of the race, and unfortunately he got caught by Top Tom in the end, who in my view was driver of the day, in my opinion, due to his persistency to get that win. And as we are about to get underway with a lot of people going out straight away, they are itching to go after the delays, it seems. So out go the racing points, the Mercedes now. We are currently on board with last race's runner-up, Get Owned, who seemed during the interviews that he has points to prove here. Not sure of his past history, but he seemed very determined to prove himself. So looking out for him today, actually, for the race win. Panther, that's the person that caught my eye besides Top Tom.
Yeah, I mean it's a very competitive split again that we have today with the drivers. Like we got BDG Dylan, we got Svetkov, we got Get Owned Lucho. Polyakov also is very fast, and of course our own Top Tom, our new guy who is driving now his second race. We also have a new guy today, Mechanics and Thief. I heard that he's pretty fast too, so we're gonna have to keep an eye on him as well today.
Yes, and looking through the list, the name that caught my eye was a very certain McLaren driver of Diogo Pereirinho. Hope he has a better race from the last time I commentated on him, which was the Canadian Grand Prix. So wishing the best of luck for all the drivers here today. As we have a yellow flag, I spoke too soon.
Yeah, everyone is slowing down to have a little bit of space to keep a clean lap in without having dirty air of the guy in front. So.
Yeah, I'm looking at Mechanics and Thief right now, and it seemed to me that the two race points were trying to practice their synchronized swimming for the Olympics. The way that
everyone on the mini map is like slowing down so much, even nearly standing still,
yeah,
just to have that clear space on the track.
well,
It's
yeah,
insane.
that's why I was thinking that something like that was going to happen. Like literally every single driver, almost everybody, probably at least half the field, were all bunched up together at the start, itching to go. It's probably because of the 20-minute delay, so they were like itching to get out there and get racing and put some times on the lap. As we are on board with Mechanics and Thief. Not sure who's closest to the line, so we'll just keep on board with him for now.
Oh, we got a spin into sector 2. I was following Lucio.
Oh,
Right in front of him, we had
Michael Busek is also.
Yeah, he lost it right in front of him, but I think he was still on an outlap, so
Yeah,
I'm not sure if he blocked Lucio or not, but he's still going fast, so. Oh,
yeah,
he's going into the pit, never mind.
yeah, absolutely. No harm done by the Haas driver, but those tyres will not be in the peak condition, knowing this game. And there's another yellow flag out there somewhere. Who is it for?
Also, a little update, the weather is going to be clear all day. I checked with the driver who said that it's not going to rain at all, so...
Fair enough.
Yeah.
As Svetkov comes out with a time, as they're all coming with the times now. Svetkov with a 124.5. Mechanics with a 125.2. Daniel Valle pops in a new time, the new provisional pole of 124.3, R2 with a 125.4, and 6th place Kirill Tosti with a 125.9, as we've got another yellow flag out there. It's all happening right now. I wish everybody would just, please, normal pace so I can keep an eye on this.
Yeah, it's still Michael Busek, who is, I think he spun again.
Has he?
Yeah, I think it's... What is it? I think it's turn 5 where he spun in the arena.
Yeah, we're on board with him right now, and it seems to me that the way he's driving slowly just looks like as if he's recovered from a spin. Come on,
it's
Michael.
Easy to do that on this track, so.
Okay, we're rooting for you, Michael. Hopefully, you're not the next Sebastian Vettel here.
I mean, he would have gotten a 4th world champion, so.
No, yeah.
Something.
As meanwhile, Top Tom making a statement with a 124.1. Sorry if we're missing all the times here. Everything's happening all over the place here. A lot of people have made their times. If people stopped going slowing down and spinning, we'd be able to catch, but it's okay. Archie, okay, so we'll go through the order. We'll start again. You know, it's a little bit hectic, as I saw that, Leonard. I saw him cut the grass there. You think I wouldn't have caught that? I saw that.
Cheeky.
I think Red's a little sus. I think he vented. So, he's gone into the pits. He probably thinks it's not a good idea to be on those tires. So let's go from start to finish. So, Top Tom is first with a 124.1. Daniel Varley with a 0.3. Kersey with a 0.4. Dylan with a 0.5, as well as Vetkov. Only 10 100s, if I'm not mistaken, separate those two. So a little bit competitive there for the top 5. Flex is with a 6th place of a 124.7. Leonard right behind. So it's all very close between the drivers today. Polyakov with a 124.7. So yeah, Flex is Leonard and Polyakov are all within the same 10th. That is some good stuff going there in Formula 1.5, as they call it. Mechanics and Thief with a 125.2. I'm sure he can improve on that time. Archie with a 125.4. And last but definitely not least, Toasty with a 125.9. But I'm thinking the last two drivers can do certainly better with those times. Meanwhile, the rest of the field have not set a time yet. Michael Busek is back out again on the timed lap, it seems. And let's see if he makes it around the circuit in one piece this time. As I'm going to change the spectator menu to see if I can actually see the times. as everything's always disabled on my end. As I see a yellow flag. Who's it for?
Yeah, it was just Mercedes
Yep,
going
and
slowly in the third sector.
Michael, what did I say about being in one piece? Michael's off. I spoke too soon. So yeah, unfortunately, Michael went very wide, hit the bit of the gravel, and that is a time lost for Michael Busek. But I believe in him. I believe in him. We go again. There's still 9 minutes to go. Anything's possible. Meanwhile, the top three have not changed. They seem to have done really competitive times. That 124.1 seems to be a really competitive time. What do you think is the outright pace, Panther?
I think the pole position time can surely go below 124. I feel like they still can go faster. But I think if you want to go into the top 10, you gotta do a mid 24.5, I think. Something like that at least. Because it's gonna be very tight, and there is still fast guys still having to put a lap time in, like Lucho and get owned. So expect them to get up there pretty soon.
Meanwhile, F1 Kid in the Mercedes posted a 124.3, inching himself into the top three positions in third place. Has got another yellow flag, and surely it's probably slowing down. As Michael is in the pits. PRL Lucho is also in the pits. A lot of people are in the pits right now, so it looks like that change of tyres going out for most of them will be their second run. For a few, it'll be a bit more than that, but a lot of
I was just following Get Owned, and he got blocked pretty heavily by Mechanics and Thief, so I think it was like right in the third sector, and Mechanics and Thief was going for a fast lap, but he had to start yet, so he didn't. I think he didn't saw Get Owned or didn't pay attention that he was on a fast lap and blocked him pretty well.
Well, as we see Leonard spinning. I caught that mid-spin. 124.7. So he's in the top 10, but he had a little spin. What looked to be on a straight. Wasn't quite sure what part of the track that was, so my bad. And yeah, was on a lap, but you know, you can throw that out the window. So people trying really hard today. We've seen a few spins going on. Quite the contrary from the last race, Panther. I'm not sure if you were witnessing it as a driver yourself, but a lot of people were getting their times disqualified in qualifying in France.
Yeah, I remember that I couldn't do my qualifying back then because I was multitasking at that point, but I remember I spent in the race, so
yeah, indeed, because like it was only in the last 5 minutes did half the field actually finish a lap. So it seems to be quite the contrary here today. Everybody tried to get their timed laps here today and see if they can improve on it. As the top four have not changed, no one is able to top pull that 124.1. So it seems to me as Daniel Valle passes Top Tom to see as they gonna complete their laps. But Daniel has got red on his map, so I assume he's out. But Top Tom is a little slow, so probably he might have ditched this lap. He's got low fuel as well, so I guess that's out of the picture. Someone's got a yellow flag out there. Don't know who it is, but I'll find out at some point.
Also, Kersey is 2/10 up on his fastest lap, so we're gonna see if he can beat the time of Top Tom. He's now like coming out of the last corners.
Yep, we're on board with him now.
Gonna be.
Is he able to do it?
P2.
Yes, a 124.2, almost 0.3. That's much better from Courtesy. You know, fix a couple of errors in that lap and you'll be able to topple Top Tom. But I'm sure there's going to be one more run from Top Tom at some point. I wouldn't think that 124.1 is the qualifying benchmark, to be honest. As a few more drivers have completed their laps. Complacency with a 126.6. Diogo Pereira with a 126.3, Get Owned with a 125.5, and Michael Busek has not set a time, but he will at some point, please. I'm literally putting my commentary career on the line here for you. And PRL Lucho also without a time. Now, Lucho, I'm surprised with. He seems to be good.
Yeah, in his first lap time he got blocked a little bit by Michael Busek, but in his second lap he got his lap time deleted, and now he's going pretty fast. So I'm curious where he will come out in the table right now, because he seems to be pretty fast so far, and he got a little slipstream too from F1 kit.
Yep, so we'll see right now. We are on board. Which one's closest?
There we
right.
go, P4.
Yep. Yeah, P4, a 124.3. That is what we expect from Lucho. I was wondering why he was P19 and 20th. Wasn't good enough for him, but he's up there into P4 now. That is more like it. Now, we're on board with Michael Busek. He's the last driver not to complete a time yet, but I believe in him. I believe he can do it. Please. I just want you to set a time. And he's just gone wide and got disqualified for his time.
Okay.
Oh my god. Moving on now. Right, but he's gonna start another time. He'll start another time, please. There we go. All right, so we're gonna have to look elsewhere. We can't make this the Michael Busek qualifying session. It's all about everybody else. As
Via is on the lap time too, I think.
Who? Which one?
F1 kid.
F1
He's in
kid.
the top 5.
Oh yes, F1 kid. Love this dude in Belgium. I think it was. I can't remember.
So far he's 110 down on his fastest lap, so I'm curious if he's gonna go into the pits to put on a new setup. Oh, he went very wide. Yeah, he's gonna go into the pit for sure.
Ah, yes.
There we go.
There we go. Does a time of 2 minutes and 50 seconds or something like that. I don't know. Anyways.
Got, Zename on the fastest lap.
Yep. Is he up on his time? Well, did a bit of a lockup there as I caught up with him. But we shall see now as he goes on to the final corner and goes P2 with a 124.2. And you know what? Get Owned comes with a 124.0. Someone has toppled that time. It's Get Owned. Provisional pole. And, yeah, Leonard as well with a 124.1, beating VSR Top Tom. The times are finally toppling down now. Everybody's getting their crap together now.
I'm telling you, Top Tom or someone else is for sure going under that 24. I mean, I'm sure they can go faster, so I believe in those guys.
Yes, meanwhile, Michael Busek, I don't need to explain what happened. So moving on. So let's have a look. Everybody's in the pits. Everybody, get out of the pits. I want to see action. This is not the time to be sitting still. Oh, man. So, yeah, this is your top 5. Get Owned in first. Leonard second. Top Tom third. Zename fourth. And Courtesy in 5th place. And Daniel Valley in 6th. Lucho 7th. F1 Kid 8th. Dylan 9th. And to round off the top 10, it's Svetkov.
But we got... Top Tom is going faster right now.
Yep.
I saw he was more than a tenth faster than his fastest lap, so I'm curious if... Oh, he went wide.
He went wide, but it's still valid according to the map, so we'll see what happens next. This is a yellow flag, but we don't care about that. We are on board with VSR Top Tom going into the final corner. Can he do it? And it seems to me that he's improved, but not enough. It was 600th of a second he seems to have improved by. There's a yellow flag. Zename is not in the session anymore.
Did he leave?
I didn't see the message, so I'm going to put that down to a crash unless someone can prove otherwise.
I will send him an invite just in case if he left or not, but I think he's still in. He retired from the session, I think.
I didn't see the message though at the bottom of the screen. Wouldn't it normally say at the bottom of the screen?
Yeah, I saw that there was retired from the session but not leaving, so I think he's still in.
All right, let's have a look. We are currently looking down the list. A lot of yellow flags happening here as Michael Busek hopefully gets his lap done. Leonard retires from the session, and so does Get Owned. They think they seem to have done enough, it seemed. Unless Top Tom and Courtesy and Valley can do anything about it. But for Get-Own, Leonard and Zename, they think they've done all they can muster for today's qualifying session. As the rest of the field have not really improved on their times that dramatically. So really, we're on board with Michael Busek right now to see if he can get himself at least a time on the board. Currently on an outlap right now, but yeah. Let's have a look right now. Top Tom seems to be on a lap right now. Oh, he's backed off a little, so moving on. Courtesy.
Dylan.
Oh, yep. We'll go back to Courtesy in a minute. Yeah, he's crossing the line. Goes P4, and it is a Williams third and fourth with a 124.2. Oh, I wish that the real life Williams would be able to perform like that.
Ferrari and Williams in the top 5. You'll have to see it.
Yeah, you can tell this is a video game.
Rude.
I'm sorry. Right, going down the list. Waiting out. Like I'm getting attracted like a goddamn magnet to Michael
Daniel
Busek.
Valley.
Oh,
So close. Pole position.
yeah,
Within a 10th. Got P2.
yeah,
Needed the Ferrari.
yeah. But that's it from him. And everybody's time seems to be concrete right now. No one seems to be improving on their laps. As the only person left to set a time is Michael Busek. And
Courtesy.
yeah, and Courtesy as well. As we are on board right now.
Goes P2.
Yes, goes P2 with 124.2. And this is the final driver. And actually gets himself off the bottom. I'm really proud of you, dude.
Polyakov also still moved up to P11.
Nice. And then we still got Diogo Pereira still. No, he goes into the pits. And I think this is our top 20. I don't know why I said top 20. There's only 20. Top 10.
I mean, you weren't wrong with the top 20 though.
Well, it's not like there's a 21st. Oh my god. So this is your top 10 for today's race. Get Owned with a fantastic 124.0, followed by Courtesy, not far behind, only 800ths behind Get Owned. Meanwhile, Danny Valley rounds off the podium. Leonard, then Top Tom, Svetkov in 6th, Dylan in 7th, F1 Kid 8th, Zename the Italian in 9th, Piero Lucio down in 10th. And that is your top 10 there, as we've got 5 seconds to go. And I want to give you an update, Panther. Michael Busek actually did a time. So proud of him.
Well done, driver of the day.
Driver of the day. Oh my god. Alright.
I'm
So,
curious how this race will go.
Yeah, so currently we got 2 people commenting in the stream. We're stream guys. That was a while ago, but we're up and running, hoping everything's working okay. Again, sorry for the delays, guys. We had some technical issues, people getting ill, people's games crashing, you know, all the good stuff from league racing. And vamos, Leonard. So good support for the Ferrari driver out there. And as we wait now, with 10 seconds to go for the start of this race and the formation lap. So it's looking pretty good for Get Owned so far. Top Tom, our last race's winner, down in 5th. So we'll see if he can do something from there. As they are on a formation lap right now. A good 2nd place from the Renault and a 3rd place from Alfa Romeo. I kind of getting flashbacks from today's Grand Prix because we could have seen a Raikkonen podium looking back at it now. Yeah. You saw that, didn't you?
We even could have seen Vettel on the podium, to be fair, if he just stayed out later on. But anyway, this is the real deal.
Yeah, so what do you think is the strategy for today?
I think it's going to be soft I'm not sure how long you can go on the mediums on here, but I know. I think if you stretch your soft tires long enough, that you can go soft to mediums normally. I'm not gonna jinx it yet, but I think normally it would be soft medium or soft hard.
Yeah. I'm just looking through the field, and Courtesy is the only driver that I'm not very familiar with. Apart from that, the top 5 I'm very familiar with being up there. So I'll be interested to see what Courtesy can do from second position. If it can get the jump start on, well, not jump start, the better start of Get Owned. And whether Get Owned can hold on to first place going into the first corner. Very interesting starts that we get at the British Grand Prix. So looking forward to it. As we go down the list, Get Owned first, Courtesy second, Daniel Valley third, Leonard fourth, Top Tom fifth, as they're all going into the final few corners now, as this is a good time to actually change my track map, as they're all going into the final corner now to get onto their grid positions now. And yeah, we're on for an exciting one now.
For sure. I also want to say before the race starts, big thanks to our sponsor HYPERX, who makes these crazy cool headphones and all the computer stuff that you want. So make sure you check it out. Link is down in the description down below. But let's go.
Fantastic. As the lights are about to go out, the lights are out, but no one's moving. So good game. And lights are out finally, and away we go. And Get Owned is off to a good start. So is Courtesy. Daniel Valley and Leonard have not changed positions now, as the Renault and Alfa Romeo are side by side. And there's a yellow flag at the back here. There seems to be contact with Polyakov with someone, and he span out into the second corner. What a terrible start from the Renault driver. He might have had contact with the Racing Point. Toasty, who's also got broken front wing damage. There seems to be several drivers actually with front wing damage, as well as I believe Michael Busek has also got damage to his front wing as well. A lot of people changing places and crashing into each other, losing their front wings. But your top 3 have not changed positions, as Daniel Valley went very wide there into that corner. Don't know what he was trying to do with there. Maybe a new racing line to try and get past the Renault driver of Courtesy. But a great start from Get Owned there. Perfect. Could not have asked any more from him now, as they're all onto the main straight, as we have the Williams of Top Tom trying to get past the Ferrari driver Leonard, and gets the job done, or does he? And Leonard defends his place well, back into 4th position. We go. Some good stuff on the first opening lap of this race. As they go on to the second lap now, it's all to play for still. It's still early days, still another 25 or so laps to go. Nothing seems to be happening now. Seen it going down the list for any overtaking moves. Svetkov has just been overtaken by Dylan, I believe.
And got the crash.
Oh my God, Kersey. And who else?
Have damage?
Yeah, and Daniel Valley is also down to 8, so I assume they collided. They were both getting a little heated early on in the lap, and it seems to me that they finally touched, and it was inevitable at some point that they were both gonna get a little heated with each other, as Daniel Valley is trying to make up places now. He's down to 9th, but he's right behind I Am Furious now. And what a shame for Courtesy. I'm not sure what happened, but I'm gonna go ahead and say that Valley tried to make a move. Yeah, I'm gonna say. Well, Daniel Valley was behind Courtesy, so I'm gonna go ahead and say that he probably collided going into a corner or something. It looked like that on the back of it, because we only saw the second half of the crash, or touch actually, because it wasn't really a full-on crash. It was just they just tangled with each other. Svetkov down to 6th as he's fighting with Courtesy. Courtesy is down to 6th. Can he defend it well? Locks up, but might keep the 5th position as Mechanic's Feet is out of the race. Not sure what's happened here.
I think he lost it at the exit of Stowe.
Yeah, I'm looking for his car here on the camera of Michael Busek.
it's gone already, the car.
Oh,
But
great.
we got Daniel Valle into the pits to change his front wing because I think he had a lot of damage at the front left.
Yeah,
Such a shame.
still on board with Michael Busek, just to see if I can catch any glimpses, any debris, anything like tire marks, anything. No, I'm just seeing Michael Busek just sliding all over the place.
Can't see much, to be fair.
No. So great job from the non-existent marshals out there clearing non-existent cars up. And meanwhile, Leonard and Top Tom are now your new second and third place in this race. Top Tom.
We got another yellow flag.
Yeah, where? Who from?
Diego Pereirino spun at the left field, turn 8. So
yeah,
I'm not sure if he got damage or not, but
I'm not sure whether he got caught in by someone else or whether he did that by himself. I caught that a little late. My bad. So yeah, a lot of drama in the first 3 laps here. And let's see if Daniel Valle can climb up the board at some point. He is on the harder tire now, so he's going to go long for this one, boys. So sit tight. He's warming his tires up, actually, on while racing. So that's showing how little temperature he can get into his tires. Sliding all over the place. You can see how cold they are, it seems. Literally on the straight right now. Vigorously wiggling his steering wheel. So we'll leave him to it, see if he can get warmed up and go again. As we go the board right now. Yeah. So this is your top 10 right now. Get on with a perfect start. Is now got a 1.54 second lead over the Ferrari driver Leonard, who's also had a good start and is into second place. VSL Top Tom, who was originally P5, is now to P3. So he's now got himself in a position to get himself well into the position to fight for the win eventually later on in the race. Because you got to clear, to get the win, you got to clear a few of the cars first. By the way, Russian dude in the stream chat, I don't know what you're saying, my dude. So I apologize.
We got Top Tom going for the move on Leonard.
Yep.
Top.
Side by side and into second place. Leonard, can he get something about it? Right behind him. And it seems that he can't. What a shame for Leonard, but good for Top Tom. And just like the last race, it's going to be Get Owned versus Top Tom.
Yeah, he has to close that gap first because it's like 2 seconds nearly. So he has to go back into that DRS. But Leonard isn't giving up that second place so far. So he surely will try to get on a move again because he has some ERS left still.
Yeah.
And he can use a DRS too. So I think this fight isn't done just yet.
Absolutely, and there seems to be a bit of a train forming here with the two Williams making a Ferrari sandwich here. With Dylan also getting himself involved right behind Leonard. Meanwhile, it's 1.5 the difference between Top Tom and Get Owned, but I think that's down to Leonard losing pace towards Get Owned. So we'll see if he can claw himself back and whether we can get the same top 2 as we did last race in La France. So, meanwhile, we are on board with Top Tom to see if anything happens on the straights or not. Everybody going through the corners just fine. The Ferrari driver looks to be the one that's under danger rather than attacking Top Tom, but they all seem to go fine. No one's really catching each other. We've now got a bit of a DRS train, which is the worst thing, honestly, in Formula 1, in my opinion. Nothing happens. It is what happens.
I mean, it's very close for sure, though. But
yeah, but that's
gotta use it. Yeah, that's wisely.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's all down to DRS right now. As since everybody has DRS, the advantage has been neutralized. As we're on board with the rear left tire of Zaname, worst camera angle possible. Don't know why we've got that. So moving on to another driver. PRL, Lucho. So everybody's just within half a second of each other, thereabouts. Nothing actually happening. So, someone crash.
They just all trying to just save tires behind each other and waiting for the guy in front of them to make a mistake so they can make a quick move.
Indeed, we got. It's like a bit of a chess game going on right now. So.
Oh, we got Leonard going for the move on top Tom.
Oh, going up
for
there.
Max and Beckett. He got the move stick.
And my God, a fantastic move by Leonard. Top Tom, thinking that he was going to go for the win, is now in third place, but he's right behind Leonard now, trying to get an answer back. Can he make it stick once again and actually get it done for second position? And he's in second once again, Top Tom. He is the king of top twos right now. He does not want to give it up. And Leonard also not wanting to give up, trying to get himself in a good position to win this, is now back again in third position. Leonard is right behind Top Tom again. We're ready for round 3, boys, as they're right behind each other, going into the corners now. Nothing can be done now. They're all waiting to get onto the onto the second straight now, as we're almost there now. So we're keeping on board with now. We're on board with Leonard to see if anything can be done. He's got the DRS, so will he be able to get any closer? No, he does not. So wait until the next straight. We'll see. So everybody just so close to each other, not being able to get away now. Meanwhile, this is helping Get Owned a massive ton. He's got a massive 3-second lead almost now, a 2.8 second lead. He's just looking at the battles behind, and he's basically saying, please continue battling. You're just handing me the win right now, which is exactly what's happening. So Top Tom really has to get away from Leonard if he wants any chance to start making a bid to win this Grand Prix now. As, yeah, he gets closer, but not quite now. And Dylan is on the back of Leonard now. He's closer, and oh, he goes into the pits. Never mind then. I guess he doesn't fancy getting that podium spot after all then.
Maybe it's all about the strategy. Like if he can get an undercut on Top Tom and Leonard, and he can make a gap and try to close that gap to Get Owned. Maybe when he decides to pit, he can get into that DRS position.
That's a fantastic point you make there, because a couple of fast laps by Dylan. If Leonard doesn't respond now, he could lose that position to Dylan. A good pit stop by the Williams crew, as always. Fantastic group as he goes down into the bottom half of the table now. As Toasty gets past Michael Busek. I'm seeing a lot of negative numbers here. -12 for Daniel Varley. -8 for F1 Kid, but I'm guessing he pitted, though, rather than anything. And Polyakov has still not recovered from that first turn 1 incident. Way behind, a good 5 seconds behind Michael Busek here. So Kurtzy is getting himself back in this, you know. He's not far behind Leonard. He's only 3 tenths, and he's actually approaching Leonard pretty quickly, but not enough space because Leonard also has a DRS. Top Tom's struggling a little bit, I would say, as they both get
people in.
Yep, they're both into the pits. This is very crucial now. Has Dylan on this outlap done enough to get past Leonard? We will see at the end of this lap here. We are going to be on board with Leonard right now in the pits, but then we're going to go and move to Dylan. Where is he on the map? Still got a couple of corners to go, but it's going to be incredibly tight if Dylan's done a good in-lap here. Let's have a look at Leonard. I believe he's done his pit stop. Yes, he's on his way out. Dylan is on the main straight now. This is going to be a little bit close now. He's still in the pit, Leonard. And Dylan has made it stick. He's worked, and he's on the side of Top Tom as well, and might get second position as well. Unbelievable stuff. A great undercut by BDG Dylan. A fantastic undercut, and has the DRS as well. 2 for 1. Win-win all round for him. Top Tom and Leonard have lost out here.
Great strategy over there from Dylan. Like, I wasn't sure if he was gonna get past Top Tom, but he made that awesome move down to turn 3. So pretty well done from the Williams driver.
Fantastic. Just looking elsewhere. Someone called me there. Just putting it in Do Not Disturb. So, yeah. Fantastic. And Get Owned is in the pits now. Natural decision
Also,
to
Courtesy.
respond. Yeah, Courtesy.
I'm curious where he will come out because he was right behind Leonard. So I'm
Yeah.
not sure if he lost time or not because these guys will have the DRS right now, and I'm not sure if Courtesy had DRS from other guys. But yeah, we will see just in a minute where he will come out because this is a very long pit straight and it takes so long to get to the exit. So I'm curious where these guys will come out.
Yep.
Oh, also we had Top Tom overtaking back Dylan, it seems. So I think we missed that.
Yep, and looks like to me that Get Owned is out of the pits and is a net P1 right now. It seems. Top Tom. Well, what happened to Dylan?
We have a slower car right now also. Complacency was on older soft tires, so he's in the middle of this huge battle. Complacency going extremely wide. I think he outbroke him or let the other drivers just go ahead, so it won't ruin his race. Oh, we got Michael Busek. I think he retired. We got a safety car.
What happened?
I think he lost it at turn 1. Abby.
Well, this is very interesting.
This is good for I Am Furious because these guys have a time delta now and he can just get a free pit stop on everyone. And so goes to Blackbird and yeah, these guys will have a huge advantage.
Oh, this is some good stuff going on here. So maybe they'll be able to go into a one stop, perhaps.
I mean, they will go for sure on a one stop, but
yep.
The question is what tire is gonna put Blackbird on. Of course.
Yeah, he's put mediums.
But will they come out ahead of them?
Yeah,
that's the question.
Meanwhile, I'll tell you what. This has turned the race on its head if they get out in front. They probably won't get out in front. No, they haven't. But I am furious. But he has gained big time on this now. Leonard tries to pass him, but then remembers, oh, wait, we're under a safety car.
And try, though. I think they were side by side.
And unbelievably, yet again, Courtesy has lost out again. Down to P6. He is not having luck today. Just give me a moment.
Got a safety car glitch, I think, between Blackbird and Zename.
Why? What's up?
So when you overtake someone under the safety car, you have to give the position back normally. But now they are having this issue where they can't give that position back because now, see, everyone is slowing down just because that pit stop. They have to give that position back, otherwise they get a penalty. But this game is so broken sometimes that you get an illegal overtake. So now they lost huge time and maybe unnecessary lost positions to other drivers. I swear, this game can sometimes be so bad sometimes, but yeah. Well, I hope they can fix that issue.
Well, it looked a bit dangerous for a second, but Get Owned seems to have retaken the lead once again, making sure that he didn't get outdone by the safety car. Top Tom second, Dylan a fantastic third, good recovery, and yeah, fantastic stuff here. As we're on lap 11 right now.
We got I Am Furious who won 9 positions right now from since the start. All due to that pit stop strategy, because if he pitted 1 lap earlier, that he would have been much lower than what he is right now. He did a Lewis Hamilton.
Yep, just give me a second. I'm sorry, I have got urgent DMs to respond to, so I apologize for that. So yeah, looking for the safety car to come in at some point. When is it coming in? I didn't see.
It's not coming in just yet. I think maybe this lap. normally because he's out now for 3 laps. So we also saw Blackbird pitting right now for the medium tires, and all these guys can just come back up to the grid like Polyakov. So it's good for him that he can recover. But I'm wondering why he took the softer tires instead of the mediums, because I don't think that you can take these tires until the end. So it's really questionable why he went for that softer tire.
Yeah, we will see what how it pans out now. As we're still under the safety car. Not sure why we need to be on the safety car for so long. It's been like, what, 3 laps now?
Yeah, I think it's coming in this lap. So right now, I think, who do you think we will attack first? Will it be Top Tom on Get Owned or Dylan on Top Tom? Or will these drivers work together to get that Mercedes guy?
Yeah, we shall see now.
Safety car is coming in.
Yeah, this was looking so good for Get Owned in the first half of this race, but let's see if he can control the second half just as well. It's been going all his way, but to be fair, it was going all his way in the last race, and then guess who was in second place all of a sudden and overtook him on the last lap? It was Top Tom.
So okay, so we got to Get Owned now speeding up, trying to get that gap between Top Tom. So will he try to stay right behind that rear wing of Get Owned?
Yep, we will have a look. He's not quite on the back of him though. Caught a little bit napping though, but nice. He's close. He's close-ish, but not quite on the back as he needed to be. But he is closing up a little bit. As we look at the rest of the field, it seems to me that everybody's spread out a little bit more than they would like, but yeah, no one's really made any moves except for Piolo Lucio. Can he get on the side? No, he tries to get past Svetkov himself, almost making it 3 wide, and nothing done there right now. As looking down the field right now, it seems to me Piolo Lucio is the only real overtake happening at the moment, but he's right behind him but can't get past him. We'll have to wait till the next few corners now as they're going onto the other straight now. So we'll see if anything can be done. There's no DRS, I believe, right now until like 2 laps in after the safety car. So we'll have a look. He's not had a good exit, no. So we'll move on to another part of the racetrack. Leonard is 3 tenths behind Iron Furious. Iron Furious is a big winner of the safety car, honestly, right now. A great time for him to pit in. I don't remember where he was, but he was nowhere near in contention for a podium.
I mean, if these guys in front of him has a penalty as well, you gotta keep that in mind as well, because if they have a 3-second time penalty, everyone is so close right now, and if these gaps stay the same due to this DRS train, then you might win so many positions. So you gotta keep it clean for sure, and not cut any corner or exceed any track limits.
Yep. So back on board now with Iron Furious.
Got a yellow flag.
Who is it for?
Somewhere. I think it's Diego Pererino, who went white. And
oh my God! A big crash between Zenamate and Svetkov, and they are both out of the British Grand Prix. Oh my God, they both collided and they're both out. They tried to go for position and turns out none of them will get points today.
Another safety car.
And another safety car, you're right. It's all playing nicely here today.
What happened between them?
They just touched on the exit of that mini straight on the old grid, I believe.
Wow. Well, I'm not sure, but I mean, I think I will get or the stewards will get further look into it after the race. If someone made a mistake, for sure. I'm not sure if it was a race incident or not, but we will hear from it after.
So yeah, one more time, safety car. I bet. Oh, Diogo Pereira and Polyakov pitting, and Tosti as well, thinking that they probably can make something of this now.
They need to change the front wing, Polyakov and Diego Pereira.
Yeah,
so maybe they made contact, maybe.
Yeah, not sure whether they contacted each other, whether they got involved with the other crash. But I know Svetkov and Zename definitely touched each other. That's definitely for sure. But yeah, it was just... Yeah, they just left the corner and then they touched. And, you know, the Ferrari driver went all the way out into the gravel and into the wall. Meanwhile, Svetkov crashed into the inside barrier. Probably with wheel damage and suspension damage from both cars.
It's a shame that we don't have the replay cameras on here on this game. Would be cool to rewatch what really happened and to see the onboards from the drivers. Maybe they need to get it as a feature for the next game.
As I'm looking at the stream chat, some more Russian language going on there. I don't understand Russian. Wrong stream, guys. Wrong stream.
I know that there were some fans of Svetkov who were watching, so I think maybe there are fans who are giving their opinion about what happened. I'm not sure though.
I'd have to have a look in.
Google Translate.
This guy is crazy, says Zename. Zename, now that you're in the stream, tell us in detail what happened, and then we'll get back to you and read your view. As by the looks of it, he's blaming Svetkov right out of the box for the incident. Because we saw the crash, but we didn't see in detail close up what happened. We just saw it in the background. As the replay will show.
Yeah. But so far our top 10 has Gadon still in that first position. Second position we got VSR Top Tom. In third his teammate BDG Dylan, and due to a great pit stop we got in P4 I Am Furious, who won a couple of places. Leonard who lost one position in P5. Kersey P6 also lost a couple of positions due to that contact into in the arena. P7 we got Lucho. P8 F1 kid who kept his place so far. Flaxis Marcy who won 5 positions from the start, and to round out the top 10 Daniel Valle.
Yeah, as we've all calming down right now, ready for another restart coming soon eventually. I have to see whether how long the safety car's staying out for. Let me have a look. Oh, no. Don't exit multiplayer. No. Okay, you know what? I'll let you have a look, because my controller has that thing where I press up once and it goes halfway up the menu for some reason. Safety car's in this lap. Thank you. Thank you, race control.
So far, I see that that only I Am Furious has a penalty into the top 5. And all the rest just have 1 warning or less. So
right. So we've got a message from Zename that. Hang on. Let me have a look. Right.
You know, we got to restart.
Yeah, so we got a message from Zename saying that I joined him on the straight of the old pits, which is where we saw him last. I don't know why he widened his trajectory on me. So it seems to me that it seems like he was on the outside, Zename, of Svetkov, and Svetkov seemed to have gone wider than he was supposed to. Probably didn't see him, Pamps.
In the meantime, we got 3-wide battle between Flaxis Marcy and Daniel Valle and F1 Kid. Who is coming out in front? It's at the moment, F1 kid who can stay in front of Flexis Marcy and Daniel Valle. It seems to me that, okay, no, there is no damage. I saw them making a little bit of contact into turn 3, but I wasn't sure if there was any damage on the cars.
Yeah,
Wow.
that is a shame. So, back into the race now. And Courtesy still in P6. I'm Furious P5 has lost it to Leonard. Yes, indeed. Top 3 still remains the same.
I think we are gonna have Kersey gonna plan an attack on I Am Furious. He's gonna go down the inside before Stowe. Can he make the move stick? Yes. Yes, he can. As Obama would say.
Yeah, can he do it? Yes, he can. So, yeah, Zename basically thinks that he probably didn't see him there. Daniel, thank you for joining the stream. Has got 14 people now in the live chat as we're on lap 18 now of the British Grand Prix. As Get Owned is not quite pulling a gap as he was before. Maybe the constant stopping and starting of the safety cars have affected the momentum for himself. As Top Tom is not leaving by his side. You know, you'd think after the start of the race and 2 safety car restarts that he would actually stick close to Get Owned this time now.
Yeah, I mean, he's still in the 1 second ERS, so maybe he's just saving some ERS and planning to, once he overtakes, to use all of his ERS to make a gap of that plus 1 second out of that DRS zone and try to get away.
Yeah.
Or Get Owned is just faster.
Yeah.
Also an option.
Although having said that, the gap between Top Tom and Get Owned has increased to about 3 tenths to over 6.5 tenths now. So maybe he's starting to try and create a bit of a rhythm now. He needs to get something done before the start of the DRS gets put into place now. And we'll have a look down the list. Courtesy, this is his third chance now to try and get himself back into this now. Was in a good position at the start of the race, and then, you know, a little bit of a collision with I can't remember who it was now, to be fair now.
I think it was Leonard.
Yeah, it was Valle, I believe. Actually, no.
Yeah, Daniel Valle, because
yeah.
he went more down to the table.
Yeah. Courtesy, actually, you know what? Courtesy is a bit fortunate.
Oh no, we got I Am Furious who spun.
Oh my god.
Arena. Such a shame, he was doing so well after that first safety car position.
Yeah, he was up to 4th place, but unfortunately...
He has no damage on the front wing, but I think his tires will be cooked right now, as he's struggling a little bit to keep it on the track.
Yeah, it seems that his tires seems to have gone.
Yeah, really a shame. Flexis Marcy also in the meantime having a 3-second time penalty. We got a yellow flag into this second to sector 2. Who is that? Oh, that's Diego Pererino going back on the track on the old pit straight.
Yep, meanwhile Flexis Marcy is on a 3-second time penalty. As yeah, gotta feel bad for I Am Furious, really do. As Toasty gets past complacency around the outside into what is a P13 now. What a you know, not really for much position apart from, you know, not getting the wooden spoon. But Daniel Valle, for 126 point now, finally on the move, up to P7 now. He was down to P16.
Also, we got VSR Top Tom using some overtake and DRS on Get Owned, but still not close enough to make a move.
Yeah, it needs to get about 2 temps into some DRS zone to make the move stick. It's a bit of a stalemate, but they're both leaving Dylan to dust now as he's 1.5 seconds adrift.
He's gonna struggle to defend from Leonard and from Kersey.
Yeah, exactly.
Sure.
Yeah, he's falling behind rather than catching up. Leonard, can he get himself back into that 3rd position? It's not the first time they've been here before on this piece of track, on this piece of position.
I think we got Top Tom going for a move on Get Owned. He's closing in.
Yeah, as we have a look. Yeah, he's a side by side. Can he make the move stick? Not quite. Get Owned does a fantastic job, but he's still on the back of him now and trying to start breaking. But let's see if he can do the switch back here as he gets close to Get Owned now. Onto the main straight now, as Leonard is also into position, into P3, got the move done, but we are right here in the top 2, on Top Tom now. Can he make it stick on the next straight now? He's really trying now. As we are waiting to see now, he is sticking right by him. You gotta think, Panther, it's a matter of if, not when. It's a matter of when, not if, he gets into first position. He is looking ever so dangerous now, as we got about 5 laps left to go on the British Grand Prix. Let's have a look, as their ERS is more or less about the same. It seems to me that Get Owned has learnt his lesson from the last race, because he had about 30% less ERS than Top Tom by the final lap of the last race. So he's managed to maintain that a bit better this time. In fact, has more ERS than Top Tom. So let's see if it can do something here as they go through the corners here onto the second straight. He's got DRS now. This is surely going to be a move for the win, for the position here, as he's going to go side by side with Get Owned. And his side by side still around the corner, but Get Owned still stays in front. Fantastic defensive work by Get Owned.
That was brilliant to see. I thought that Dopton would have it, but Get Owned having that momentum out of the exit of Stowe, keeping that first position. Brilliant stuff to see them driving so hard, but still having a clean battle without making any contact.
Yeah, and it seems to me, Panther, that Top Tom's going to have to put his arms out a little bit more to guarantee that first position. He's leaving the door open for Get Owned around the corner. He needs to stop doing that if he wants to win this race. As they're still stuck together still, there probably is going to be another overtake attempt on the next attempts now. They're still both got the same exact ERS. They're both identical from revs to kilometers an hour to ERS. They are both, can't separate the two of them, honestly. They're stuck right by side. Surely Get Owned has a huge amount of pressure on his back here. How long can he keep this up? This has been 2 consecutive laps now of constant pressure from Top Tom. This is an exact replay from the French Grand Prix. He was on the back of him for like 5 to 10 laps and is about to pass him now, and looks like he's side by side. Can he make the move stick for 3rd time? He's side by side, but this time puts his arms out this time and makes the move stick. Top Tom is in first position. 3rd time's the lucky charm, Panther. And looks like the Get Owned cannot answer back. He is falling behind now a little bit. And it looks like the Tom Tom is well on his way to the bank here to win. But it looks like the Get Owned is, he's locking up a little bit, Top Tom here. So it's not over just yet. Making mistakes left, right, and center. Giving Get Owned a little bit of hope. As he's on the straight now. And it seems we're going to calm down a little bit. We'll see on the next straight.
It seems like that Top Tom followed your advice from closing that gap, closing the door, I mean, on the exit of Stowe, making sure that Get Owned can't make a move around the outside. But in the meantime also, good to mention, is a battle for P4. We got Lucho, Dylan, and Kersey fighting for that 4th place. Dylan was dropping back a little bit now into P6, came from P3. So I'm surprised to see him going down right now.
Yeah, meanwhile, we're on the actual straight now where all the overtakes happening. He's getting closer to Top Tom now, but nowhere near as intense. Oh, he slides a little bit. I think it's over, Panther. I really do. He's got nothing to respond in with right now.
I'm not sure. There are still 3 laps to go, though, and he's still stuck in that DRS.
Yeah.
So
meanwhile,
it's not over yet.
Meanwhile, Leonard, on a very late charge here, is now within 1.2 seconds here of those two. There's a yellow flag, and Archie is out of the race. Not
He
sure
revved
how.
into the pit.
He went into the pits.
Oh, we got Dylan making contact with the back of Lucho.
Oh
Down
my
to
god.
turn 3.
Has he got damage anywhere?
I don't think so. I don't think it was hard enough to make that. No, he doesn't have any damage, but they surely lost a little bit of time. I don't think it's that much, but I'm glad to see them keeping it on the track.
Meanwhile, Blackbird is fighting side by side with the McLaren of Flex's Marcy. They're both side by side fighting for the final points positions in this race so far. And Dylan is also on the back. A lot of people making some late attempts here to gain some points. And some people crashing out as a result, as we can see from before. Get Owned still half a second behind. And he's just losing ground on Top Tom, honestly.
You gotta see right now, as you can see the ERS.
Yeah.
Top Tom has 27%, while Get Owned has double of it. So we're not done here yet. Like,
Yeah,
he's still super close. So he's surely gonna make one final move to get that P1 back again where it belongs.
Yeah, someone in the chat saying Courtesy doing bits. He's in 4th position now, but he's had to fight back to 4th position. He had contact with Daniel Valles earlier on in the race and put him all the way down to the second half of the top 10. But he's kept himself up there. But he's been hounded by Lucho and Dylan, so we'll keep an eye on that battle. But meanwhile, Panther is correct. Get Owned has more ERS, a good 40% ERS more than Top Tom, so maybe he can get something done here. So yeah.
It all depends who will make a mistake or not, because if Top Tom now goes wide in just one corner, then Get Owned surely will say thank you very much, give me that P1 back. So it all depends how this will play out for Get Owned, and if he can keep up with Top Tom, if he will make now a move, because he's closing in.
Yeah, he's closer now. He's closer. He's closing now. It's side by side. Can he make the move? Stick on the outside. Maybe he can. Is he going to stick? Oh, they slide a little bit. Top Tom slips a little bit. And they almost touch.
I think they touched. I think when they went side by side and Stowe, that they touched, they banged wheels and both lost a little bit of time, but still Leonard without not within a second of a
oh my god, he's still side by side. This is now or never for Get Owned. Is he going to lose out to Top Tom for the second race in a row? Hopefully not. He's not going to hopefully repeat it, but he's side by side. He's side by side. Is he going to overtake him? Oh, not quite. Oh, but there's a bit of lock-up from Top Tom.
Has to back off.
Massive defensive work from Top Tom right here. And I'm not sure. There's one more straight to go, I believe, before the end of the race. Onto the back of the old pit straight here. He's got one more chance, Get Owned. He has 38% ERS. And Top Tom has 22% ERS. This is it now for the win. Whoever comes out first at the next corner will be the winner, surely, of this Grand Prix. But he's losing a lot of time here. Oh, my God.
Far away,
yeah. He lost a lot of momentum in those corners, but he's catching up. Yep. Oh, he's going to try. Oh, not quite. He's going to have to make a dive bomb here. This is his last chance. Is there a dive bomb going to happen? No. It seems to me that is game, set, and match. And it's a fantastic win for Top Tom. Wins again at the British Grand Prix. Fantastic effort from him. Get Owned tried everything, but has been outdone by Top Tom for the second race in a row. And also a fantastic effort from Leonard to get himself within contention towards the end there. Just 3 attempts separate between Get Owned and Leonard, and only less than a second between the top 3.
What a race. What a battle on the last couple of laps. Like, this is what you want to see in the race.
Absolutely. A fantastic effort. Driver of the day, TNR Blackbird. I'm not sure what are these driver of the days from this game. I've not been impressed so far from the races that I've been watching. bunch of capitalization Russian words in the chat. I don't know. I assume that that's celebrations, probably. We'll go with that.
Yeah, we will go with that.
Yeah. We'll have to go with our imaginations. Either that or they're really messed up about, who was it? Svetkov crashing out. Big, massive part of the race that really affected things. A great job from Leonard recovering at the end. He wasn't doing too well halfway through the race, in my opinion. But this is your top 10. Top Tom with another fantastic win for the Williams team. Get owned, narrowed out yet again by Top Tom. Hopefully he can finish it off next race round. But yeah, he was in pole position and Tom Tom was top 5. It was Get Owned's race to lose here. But yeah, fantastic effort by Leonard. PR Lucho into P4. Dylan P5, Kurtzy P6, Daniel Valle, what a shame from him, down to P7, Blackbird 8th, Polyakov 9th, Flexis Marcy rounds off the top 10. As we look down the list, a very tragic race for Iron Furies, who was up to P4 after the first safety restart, but unfortunately, due to unfortunate events, is down to P13. Complacency P14. Going into P15, Diogo Pereira, Archie P16, Svetov P17, Zed Anime, he is all the DNFs. Big talking point between the Russian and the Italian. And Michael Busek 19th and Mechanics Thief also 20th. And that is your lineup for today's race. Anything you've got to say, Panther?
My driver of the day. It's gotta be Top Tom for sure.
Absolutely.
P5 making these moves up, even fighting these last couple of laps for that first position. You love to see it.
Absolutely, a fantastic effort. Fantastic effort from Top Tom. This is the second race in a row that he's come back from a big distance on the grid to win. Not so. Yeah.
You can't forget about Lucho, who started P10.
Yeah.
Finished up in P4, so also a great drive. And of course, Get Owned. Like, I think if it wasn't about these safety cars, I think he would have won.
Yeah, absolutely. The safety cars played a massive part in this race today. That's all I've got here for today. I've been Sisconic. My co-host has been Black Panther. And we will see you next time in the next race of this championship. And until